Raphael Stone got me thinking about going to his house on holidays. Cause damn it, he been cooking, especially this offseason.
And just like the Thunder have built a team that is based in youth and sustainable going forward, that's what the Rockets have done. They have built in youth and is sustainable going forward.
When you talk about the biggest winners from this offseason, one of, if not the first team that comes to mind is the Houston Rockets. After pushing the Warriors to a Game 7 this past postseason, they have positioned themselves really well to be legit contenders. That starts with them trading for Kevin Durant and getting the guy that gives them exactly what they need for what they gave up is great value. KD gives the Rockets the reliable half-court creator they really need because while Jalen Green had his high moments, there was never a middle ground. He was either really good or was really bad and so inefficient it wasn't justifiable to have him on the floor.
But a whopping 13 points, and even that stat line or that scoring production is a bit skewed because of his Game 2 output. Because in Game 1, Jalen Green gave you 7 points. Game 3, he gave you 9 points. Game 4, he gave you 8 points. In a closeout game, he gave you 8 points again. In 4 of the 7 games, Jalen Green was held under 10 points. In 6 of the 7 games, Jalen Green was held under 15 points.
With KD, you know what you're getting, which is 27 points a game on high efficiency from all areas on the court. Last season, the Rockets outside of Sengun and Van Vliet's two-man game didn't have a reliable offensive action, but now with KD, they have multiple reliable offensive actions that are some of the best in the NBA with a KD post-up or a KD isolation. DFS is a high-level 3-and-D wing that they can put on small forwards and power forwards. He's a very good to elite isolation defender. He's a good shooter from deep off the catch, especially from the corner, and the Rockets needed more quality floor spacers. DFS perfectly slides in and provides the Rockets another wing with length and positional versatility, along with Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., and Tari Eason. Their last major addition was Clint Capella, who, yes, is not the same rim finisher or defender he was 4 or 5 years ago, but for this team, he's not relied on to be a starter or their primary backup. Instead, he's their second center off the bench. And your third center being a good rebounder, especially on the offensive glass, a good screener, and a decent rim protector is great big insurance. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, I would appreciate it if you could like the video as it helps the video perform better in the YouTube algorithm and subscribe. What can make the Rockets roster so good this season is not only the additions they made, but Sengun and Amen Thompson can take another step. Sengun last season was an all-star and he can still improve with having more counters when scoring in the post, his inside the arc scoring, specifically with his push shots, becoming a better mid-range shooter, and continuing to improve defensively. From 2023 to last season, he went from a below average defender to an average one. Amen is already an all NBA level defender. He's one of the best athletes in the league and is great at leveraging his athleticism to get to the rim and converting when he gets there. He showed flashes as a self-creator in the half court as well, and he's already quick enough to blow past anybody, so if he can become average making pull-ups from the mid-range, Amen could be an all-star level player. Fred VanVleet can now be relegated to where he's better suited as the third or fourth option because he's so volatile with his outside shot. And with KD here, the VanVleet and Sengun two-man game as their secondary action instead of their primary action will make it even more effective than it already was. Jabari Smith Jr. has a valuable skill set as a 6'11" forward that's a good shooter from deep off the catch, solid at attacking closeouts, a very solid defender that can defend power forwards to some centers while also being a solid weak side rim protector. Steven Adams is one of the best screeners we've ever seen, and he's a monster on the offensive glass. Since Adams is so dominant on the offensive glass, he gives them another lineup they can go to with the double big look of him and Sengun that, as we saw in the last month of the regular season and in the playoffs against the Warriors, was really effective. Tari Eason Mason is a good point of attack defender that can match up on bigger wings, and is so good at causing chaos defensively, as we know with lineups of him and men causing so much chaos. They're called the Terror Twins. Tari's also good at finishing at the rim, scoring in transition, and a good enough shooter from deep off the catch to where defenses have to respect him. Reed Shepherd is a huge X factor. Raphael Stone even said it himself.
Where do you hope to see Reed Shepherd grow and roll next season?
I mean, Reed's just gonna have to be really good for us. Like, period.
In flashes this past season, Reed showed why the Rockets drafted him 3rd overall with his incredible shooting both off the catch and off the dribble, his ability to be a good defensive playmaker despite his small stature with his instincts and quick hands. If Reed can come in and be a good backup point guard this season, which is their biggest hole left, it makes the Rockets an almost complete team. The Rockets this season have a chance to be great, and in an era where parity is at the highest, it wouldn't surprise me if they won it all. I appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, how good do you see the Rockets being this season? See you on the next one.